everybody, welcome to Review Time with iSlip. I am iSlip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Power of the Prime's, was it Walgreens? Walgreens exclusive, I believe? Wreck-Gar. I got this, actually I got this a few days ago. I shouldn't have. I'm supposed to be on hiatus, but, I mean, I saw this, and I've never had a Wreck-Gar before, and I figured, why the hell not? So here he is with all his weapons and doodads and crawdads and stuffs, and here is right there an alternate picture of how to store his weapons, which actually is not what the instructions tell you to do. Here's the front of the packaging. It looks pretty good. Wreck-Gar, if you need to. There is the bio, and let us go ahead and get done. And here we go with the Power of the Prime's Wreck-Gar in the configuration that the instruction booklet has shown me to do with his weapons, which sucks. I hate it. Let's go ahead and take this and turn this around, because apparently the person on the cover of the thing did not read the instructions, and actually it's not a bad way to do it. It's not great, but it's not bad. You can put his weapons to the side here, and it still looks bad. He has a kickstand here, which I wasn't using because it wasn't working with all that stuff on the other side. But if you want weapon storage, there you go. There's weapon storage. I personally do not care, so that gets taken off. And there he is in his motorcycle mode, and it's a repaint. I don't think it's a retool, but just a repaint, aside from the head of Groove, which I really did want to get and I haven't gotten yet. But yeah, he's a decent figure. It rolls fairly well. You know, it's okay. I honestly would rather have, I honestly would rather have the original Wreck-Gar from the 1986 movie. But, this one's not bad. I don't know. Between the two of them, I actually would rather have that one. This obviously screams retool. But it's not a bad figure. And let's go ahead and get some size comparisons out of the way. Here he is with Siege Sideswipe, and he's actually longer and bigger than the car. He's obviously out of scale. Here he is with I forgot what his name is. Immortal Ace. Well, their take on Hubcap, and again, he is just towering. He's definitely a giant motorcycle made for a robot to sit on. He is with Groove's Wave Mates. We get that out the way. The bot he's going to be replacing, which I put the weapons on, and actually looks pretty decent. And he's longer than all of them, basically. He's really longer than all of the Limbots in his vehicle mode. He is definitely too damn big. Oops. Here is with the only Limbot that's actually longer than he is. Still out of scale. I forgot what his name is. It doesn't matter. He's going to be a limb anyway. But they do share, at least with the legs, a bit of engineering. Well, the legs are actually over here. So, actually, it'd be like this. So, they share a little engineering. You know, it's the Power of the Prime / Titans Return / Combiner Wars combiners. They did get their money's worth out of those whatchamacallits. And here he is with Hotspot. And Hotspot's longer, but he, again, is still way too big. And let's go ahead and get Here we have clip jumper, and he looks pretty good. I'm gonna see. I haven't actually tried this yet because I really have not had a chance to. I'm gonna see if I can make it look like if I can get him to sit on there. The arms are a little too, what is the word I'm looking for? A little too small, but yeah, that kind of works. What do you think, guys? That kind of works. I think that looks pretty decent. I really do. That looks, yeah. And then you could be riding him and then shooting off his little pistol that doesn't like to stay. Yeah, that looks good. He is definitely a good size for a robot to ride on. That is definitely that is a good look. That is a very good look. I like that. I think that's how he's gonna. It's probably gonna stay in this mode more than any other. And you just stay right there, cliff jumper. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get him into his bot mode. I'm gonna raise up the camera a little bit. So first thing you want to do is make sure you put his kickstand away. Go ahead and split the tires and bring them out, but don't put them all the way over. If you want to, you can have like a hover bike deal going, like, you know. But yeah, just leave them like this for now, because what you have to do is you have to make sure you split this part open here. Recording these out, and you can see again, Combiner Wars, aerial bots, whatchamacallit, all the way. And then you're going to take these little notches there, and they go right into those little holes there. The back of the leg. And here we go. Okay, and now that you've done that, now you can close these up. You can't close these up otherwise, because this space here, when you got it up here, it gets filled in by this part here, so you can't put the wheels where they need to go. Go ahead and split this and then rotate here, and you've got the legs pretty much done. Go ahead and pop these out of their little grooves. You can see, maybe you can see right there. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Can I get you to focus right there? And this little, for lack of a better word, tooth or whatever goes right in there, and then just bring these down, and it's a very, very, very tight ratchet. I may loosen the screw up a bit because it's a little bit too tight. Go ahead and rotate the arm so the fists are facing forward. Take this bit here, pop it up like this, rotate this down, and I forgot to show this off, but there is actually rotation on that front tire, so you can turn it around. When he comes packaged in the thing, his whatchamacallit is in the packaging like this, sideways. So, but according to the instructions, it just rests on his back like that. Okay, there you go, and you've got your Wreck-Gar, and he looks okay. He looks okay. He's got a big chunk of motorcycle hanging off his back though. I don't like that, but you know. Otherwise, he's okay. Let's take a look at his face if we can. Can we zoom in on the face? That is definitely a Wreck-Garian face. Let's see if I can. Can I get you to focus, please? Okay. There is no light piping. His eyes are painted, and I'm okay with that. Actually, it's not painted. There's no light piping, but it looks like. I don't know. It looks like it's supposed to be light pipe, but they did not add the light piping. Come on. Focus a little bit. But it does look pretty good. That definitely looks like a Wreck-Gar face. I dig it. I dig it. His, let's bring this back. His articulation is as follows. His head is on a bit of a ball. A teeny weeny bit of a ball. And it does a 360. Doesn't really look up. Slightly down. Slightly forward. If you tilt this back like this, then you can get it up, but that's about it. You can get it down if you push his stomach in. Rotates here. It's on a ball, so it does all of that. There's a mushroom peg at the bicep. He's got a ratcheted elbow, and that's all you're going to get from there. And then, of course, you've got this very tight, what do you call it? Shoulder. So you can, if you want to, bring his arms down a little bit lower, if that suits your fancy. If this looks a little too, I don't know what, you got that. He does have the upper crotch, because it's not really a waist, it's upper crotch. Legs go all the way out on a ball, all the way forward and all the way back. Mushroom at the upper thigh. You get, I think that's 90 degrees, right? You get the L bend there, and you actually do get a little bit back, so if you want to, you can give him that classic, it's hard to do, but you can get that classic Japanese robot pelvic thrust thing going on there if that's what you want to do. You can do that. I don't really want to. And yeah, so he is fairly posable. Okay, let's bring this back a little bit. His knees are a little, well, a lot loose. It's very loose. It's fine here, but when you go like, that should have been one of those fake ratchets instead of a friction. I guess it's friction, what they call it. Okay, we'll take his weapons, and again, instruction booklet says to, to do this. You just do that, and he holds it like a gun, and then this goes into his fist here, and then you can extend the blades, which I think that part's pretty cool. I don't like that he holds it all the way at the bottom of the stick, though. That is way too long. That is way too silly. And I don't remember his weapon being that long. It was half that size. So that's a complaint I have. Then you've also got this stupid clip, which didn't need to be there. So yeah, there's that. But otherwise, I mean, it's not a bad weapon. I just don't like that it's so darn long. Like, if you pose him like this, it's not so bad. But I mean, when you look at the side, look how far that thing is. That's ridiculous. He should be able to hold it up closer. You can also, if you want to, I'm sorry, I know I am complaining a bit, but this figure should have been better. You can take the little piece off, and you can use it as a gun. From the side, actually, it looks pretty gunnish. You know, from the top, it's, well, a little wide. But, hey, you know, you can do that. It's something you can do, so why not? Okay, and we'll go ahead and get these weapons off of him. And then we'll get him standing up, and then we'll bring in some other bots for size comparisons. Again, you can see what he looks like next to some contemporary bots. And we'll go ahead and move him back a little bit. Okay. Alright, so before we go with his not his wave mates, but his remodeled brothers? I don't know. We're going to go with some really current size comparisons. Here he is with Sideswipe. And I think in his robot mode he would have been bigger than Sideswipe. So we got that. He is next to Masterpiece Bumblebee. Here he is with Siege Voyager Optimus, the first one, and that axe, which I like the look of the axe. I just, again, same issue. His hands are too far down on the stick. But there you go. There he is next to him. And I don't know if that was correct. I think that probably would have been correct, because I think he was about the same height as Rodimus. So, not Rodimus, Hot Rod. Alright, and so here we go with his remold brothers. Here is with Rook, who again he's going to be replacing. He's not going to be replacing. Rook is going to be staying on this team. The Battle Gaia version, he'll be replacing somebody on Battle Gaia. I don't remember who. But there's that. Here he is with... Ooh, was it Red Alert? No, not Red Alert. Well, I forget what these guys' names are now. Ooh, it's been so long. I have not had access to my Transformers in quite a while. To be honest with you. Here he is with Streetwise. I remember his name. So, you get an idea of what Groove would look like with him. Just imagine this guy white with a different head. And there is one of the aerial bot mold types that he got some of his engineering from. So there's that. And here he is with Hotspot. So, yeah, I mean, he does look out of place because he is not, I was going to say a rescue bot. He is not he's not really, oh, what do you call you guys? He's not really a part of this team. But, you can imagine him white and red, he would, or white and blue, or whatever, black and white, I forget what color Groove is. Yeah. So, there is that. Let's go ahead and get him into his limb mode. We gotta move these guys out of the way. He can be an arm, he can be a leg. So we'll transform him into an arm first, and hopefully I can figure out how to do a leg because the whatchamacallit only shows you the transformation for the arm. So that would be like that. This would be like so, and I forgot how the arms go. So the arms are supposed to go down like so, and that doesn't make sense. There we go. Yes, it is supposed to go down. It's just a matter of getting his... There we go. Okay, and... There we go. Oops. Let's see. And, okay, there we go. There's the arm... Whoops. The arm mode. And actually, it's not bad. It actually looks more like it would fit on Computron better, if I'm honest with you. But there's arm mode, Groove, and was it Lightspeed, I think his name was? I forget the motorcycle dude's name. So let's go ahead and transform him into a leg, because I think in the old show he was a leg. So go ahead and bring these up like so, and I think these will stay out to the side. I definitely know that this part flips up like this, and give me a second. Okay. This would go like this. Oh, come on. There we go. Come on. Sorry, I gotta get this. I gotta get this just right because it's otherwise it's gonna keep bothering me. There we go. Okay, that goes like that, and then these go straight down. Yeah, because there they go. I knew those pegs did something. Okay. Okay, there we go. And there we go. And then you just grab a foot or something from some bot. And there you have the leg mode, which is, you know, because Groove was a a leg bot usually when they. I mean it's Combiner Wars basically, so he can scramble city to whatever mode. But I think this is how I'm going to have him. So let's go ahead and bring in the rest of the bots, shall we? Okay, we got this dude as the other leg. He's gonna stand in the place of Rook. Not Rook. Well, I mean, he's taking Rook's place, but I mean, he's gonna stand in the place where Groove would go. Okay. Let's move this on back a little bit. Raise this on up. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Now on the back of the box, it was talking about mixing him with the I forgot what they're called, the Terracons, the Abominus's crew. So I think that looks okay-ish. It's still a little monkey squat like. And then I took this guy. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I took this guy and I turned him into his vehicle mode, and then just added that piece from Wreck-Gar, and we'll see if we can get any of these guys to at least hold him. Well, here we go. Okay. Stop trying to fall forward. There we go. And yeah, now I've turned him into a Power Master. Power Master? Target Master. And if I could just get him to hold it up, that would be actually pretty cool. But yeah, so there we go. That aside, we have Wreck-Gar on this team, and he doesn't look bad. It looks a little weird because he's a little thinner than the other dude. I should probably put him up as an arm here and switch the helicopter with him, and I think that would even him out a little bit better. Or maybe let's try something. Hold on. Ding! So there he is as an arm, and he looks pretty good as an arm. I mean, I don't like that his arms kind of stick out like that. I guess if you put this, whoops, put this down like this, it kind of covers it up a little bit. And yeah, he makes a pretty good arm. Actually, I guess turning this around would work a lot better, but then you got this open kind of gap thing going on here. Well, I mean, I guess you could just close these back up, really. There's no real reason why you can't leave them like wheels. I guess I don't really like that. I don't like that. But hey, it is what it is. So that's my review of Wreck-Gar. He's not a bad bot, but honestly, I'd rather have almost any other version of Wreck-Gar, including the garbage truck Wreck-Gar from Transformers Animated. If I'm honest, I just think he would have been much better if I could have gotten him as Groove. But he's not a bad Wreck-Gar. Don't get me wrong. He is not a bad Wreck-Gar. Just not the best. Just not the best. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I got this at Walgreens. It was $16.97, $16.99, something like that. It was the last one on the shelf. If you happen to see him, I'd say pick him up. You can go with one of your newer combiners that uses like the cast-off pieces from the other combiners that had official combiners, but they replaced a fan favorite and then put the fan favorite in later to make more money, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So he's pretty decent. That said, I'm Iced Up. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and ciao.